Conventional 4-4-2 formation for Villa. York and Daly give them width and pace, a real trademark of Ron Atkinson's teams. And now Leeds United, John Lukic in goal. Mel Sterling wears 2, Tony DeRigo the other fullback, David Batty at 4, Chris Fairclough 5, Chris White 6, 7 Gordon Strachan the captain, 8 Rod Wallace, at 9 Lee Chapman, 10 is Gary McAllister, and 11 John McClelland. And Leeds in fact will line up with McClelland and White at centre-back. They're experimenting with Fairclough being used in a man-to-man marking role against Tony Daly. The substitutes, Ugu Ehiog and Gordon Cowans for Aston Villa, Carl Shutt and Steve Hodge for Leeds United. Today's referee is Mr. Alf Buksh from London. Well, it's a measure of the changes that Ron Atkinson has made in his first season here that Tony Daly, in fact, is the only Villa player who figured in the corresponding fixture last season. No less than 13 players have made their first team debuts for Villa in the past 3 months. Chris White, who will form the new centre-back partnership for Leeds today, alongside John McClelland, the experienced Northern Ireland international, and Chris Fairclough here, for the first time ever in his career, will be given that man-to-man job on Daly. So it's Leeds United, second in the table at the start of play, 2 points behind Manchester United, and 6 points ahead of Aston Villa, who get the game underway. Leeds United all in yellow, attacking from right to left. A mild day here, the pitch not in the best condition. They've had a few problems with the playing surface at Villa Park, but no wind or rain, conditions ideal for football. Lukic with the first deep kick, aimed at Chapman. Richardson, the Villa captain, couldn't control it. Now McAllister for Leeds, and that's where the pitch is at its worst, in the just inside the half that Villa are defending. Daly and Atkinson. And a good ball forward to Dwight York, and White beaten by Atkinson's pace. Regis, and Regis' shot was blocked by McClelland. Chapman winning it back for Leeds, and then Sterling turning it back to John Lukic. Cyril Regis in his 15th season as a First Division player. What a marvellous signing he was, a free from Coventry in the summer, now 33. McGrath at the other end, who's had an outstanding season in Villa's defence. DeRigo, former Aston Villa fullback. Not a bad ball either for Wallace, but well read by Les Seeley. Took over when Nigel Spink had flu earlier in the season, but is now keeping his place on merit. The big kick towards Dwight York, but DeRigo was underneath it. This is Blake, beaten by Batty's high challenge, and then Atkinson wins it off McAllister. This is Staunton for Aston Villa. Regis played forward towards Daly. Sterling across to cover, and it's Sterling who wins it, but has conceded the free kick in the process. Gary Lineker.
I was just thinking that quite some time ago, when I first saw Daly and Atkinson play for Sheffield Wednesday, it reminded me so much of certain Cyril Regis, and now we find them playing alongside each other. They're both very quick, very strong, and they like to go at defenders. And it'd be interesting to see how they actually work together.
And certainly they're amongst the posse of players waiting for Richardson's free kick to come in here, and it was the head of Dwight York that met the ball first. Aerial power, one of Dwight York's strengths. In fact, it was Teal who finally got the header in there. York just ahead of him. Well, they do possess a lot of players, particularly good in the air, Aston Villa, and Leeds will know all about that danger. Teal doing his defensive job at the other end, but he's given it away to Batty. Now Sterling, Strachan. Out to Wallace. And Staunton allowed it to cross the line for a goal kick. Aston Villa, fourth in the table, Steve Staunton, one of the many new faces here at Villa Park this season. Something like £13 million has been changing hands in the transfer market since Ron Atkinson took over. Staunton cost £1.1 million from Liverpool. Fairclough's header. McGrath wins it and fouls Chapman. Free kick to Leeds United. Wearing the unfamiliar number 11 jersey, but in his usual centre-half role, the experienced Northern Ireland international, 36 next month, will take the free kick. Aimed towards Chapman. Staunton got there first and was forced into conceding the corner by Chris Fairclough. Mentioned the danger that Villa threaten from corners and free kicks, but Leeds United too are very useful in these situations. White and Chapman there on the near post. Goes into White, couldn't control it. Richardson with the clearance. Daly. Batty allows it to cross the line. Leeds throw. Sterling making good ground down the right. Good defending though by Teal.
It'll be interesting to see actually who wins the aerial battles, because it could be a very important factor in this game. Both sides, as you say, are strong from set pieces, and it could decide the game. But on the other hand, they could just cancel each other out.
McClellan really getting up higher than Regis then. Sterling. Batty. Strachan pointing to where he wanted the ball played, but it goes on to Wallace. In towards Chapman on the near post. Richardson with a good clearing header. And that's another corner to Leeds United. Kevin Richardson has been made captain of the side by Ron Atkinson. Fairclough's header. And White almost got underneath it. Seeley with a good punch clear. Now Daly. But Dorigo very quick and finds Wallace. Richardson wins it back to Villa. And a foul by Tony Dorigo on Tony Daly.
Probably two of the quickest players in the league, Dorigo and Daly. Both like whippets.
McGrath with the free kick. Again, McClellan first to it. Batty in strongly. Kubicki turns it on, and then White back into the Villa half. Teal's clearance. Dwight York making it difficult here for Dorigo. And Dorigo was calm. Very composed, skillful player, Tony Dorigo.
Yes, it's a bit unfortunate actually that the brilliant Stuart Pearce is actually an England player, because without Stuart being around, Tony would have had far more international caps than he's got.
Staunton concedes the throw. Aston Villa have won their last 5 league games, incidentally, scoring 6 goals and conceding only 1. Leeds themselves in a purple patch of form at the moment too. Staunton takes it off Sterling. And Villa get the throw. In fact, curiously enough, both sides have been beaten only once in their last 8 games, and they both met defeat against the same opposition in the same competition, Nottingham Forest in the ZBS Trophy. Regis was fouled then by Fairclough. Staunton's free kick, and Fairclough won it back again. Now Sterling trying to exploit the pace of Wallace, and McGrath across to cover. McGrath watching Chapman closely as it goes back to Fairclough. McGrath's clearance. Staunton. Daly and Atkinson. And an acrobatic clearance by Fairclough. Batty. Now Richardson. It's very tight in the middle of the field at the moment. No room at all, but I suppose that really sums up the modern game. Batty's header. Strachan. Control has to be instant in the First Division these days. We're given no time at all to settle on the ball. This is Dorigo. Good running by Wallace. McGrath, the covering player for Villa. Good ball too. Rod Wallace to Strachan. Teal gets it away. Atkinson. Good tackle by White. Teal turning it on. Good play in the middle by Daly and Atkinson. Dwight York outside him. Well, he was hoping to find Cyril Regis then, Dwight York, but got it all wrong. Scored in each of his last 4 games, Dwight York. Signed for Villa after playing well against them for his national team, Trinidad and Tobago, when Villa toured there a couple of years ago. Teal wins it from Chapman, but a free kick has gone against the Villa defender. 10 minutes gone, still 0-0. Leeds United, remember, can go back to the top of the First Division if they win here today. Dorigo's free kick aimed towards Chapman. McGrath with a towering header clear. Staunton and Dorigo defending well.
One thing Leeds have got to be careful of is the fact that they've got Fairclough going man for man on Daly. Is that Fairclough goes up for all the set pieces and they could be caught on the counter-attack if the rest of the defenders don't concentrate on Daly when they break away.
Dorigo having to concentrate with York then, and York wins it. Regis playing it back, but even Dwight York I don't think has got the pace to reach that one ahead of Dorigo. Goal kick the outcome. Played over 100 matches for Aston Villa before moving on to Chelsea and then subsequently to Leeds United. Tony Dorigo played every game for Leeds this season. White's clearance, Batty lifting it on. Easy for McGrath. Blake to Regis. Good skill by Cyril Regis. Staunton. Daly. Back to Staunton. This is good stuff by Villa, but Staunton just lost control at the vital moment.
Neither side at the moment is really stringing it together. They're just making a few mistakes when it really counts, and no side has actually strung probably 4 or 5 passes together as yet.
Well, the ball took an age to go out then, and finally it's Aston Villa who get the throw.
It's often the case early on in the game when both sides, I mean, it's a televised game, it's a very important game for each team. Players are fired up and there's not much time on the ball. The game should settle down after a while.
Regis getting up well, but couldn't play the ball where he wanted, and then young Mark Blake concedes the throw. Not a good throw. Blake wins it back again. McClellan skies the clearance. Chapman underneath it, and Villa get another throw. Ball spending a little bit too much time out of play at the moment. This is Daly and Atkinson. Linking well with Regis. Unlucky then Atkinson, he wrong-footed the defender. Now Richardson. Leeds can't get out of their half at the moment. Kubicki, the Polish international, right back. York. And Dorigo's pace is going to be very important to him today against Dwight York. Chapman's layoff to McAllister. This is Teal for Villa. The up and under from McGrath is useful. York chasing it. And Lukic having to play a sweeper to head that one away. York. Rigo right on top of him again, and now Batty, but he still gets the cross in. The throw off Chris White. McGrath. That looks useful. Regis and Daly both climbed together and probably got in each other's way in the end. Chapman, good ball. McAllister unmarked. Teal in hard. McGrath's header, and McClelland, I think, caught Cyril Regis round the neck then, and he's complaining to the referee. Regis wasn't spotted by any of the officials. Dorigo. Curious layoff by Chapman. It's gone straight to Daly and Atkinson. Now Regis. Kubicki. Brought down by Wallace. Villa's free kick.
I don't think either side has been helped by the standard of the pitch. There was a big bubble there for Lee Chapman, which was resulting in that curious ball that you talked about, Alan. But apparently Villa are so upset about the pitch, they're going to sue the people who laid it a couple of years ago, Little Bird tells us.
Here's York. Atkinson in the middle, but he never really had a hope of finding him. No meat behind the cross. Staunton, Daly, good ball, Blake, and White controls it now for Leeds. Staunton lunges in on Strachan, and the referee's given a free kick to Leeds. Quickly taken, and a bit too quick perhaps, for Mel Sterland. That's an interesting byproduct, if you like, of the new look Leeds today, that Mel Sterland, freed of the responsibility of marking Tony Daly, has been given the opportunity to get forward as often as he can, and that'll be something he likes. He's always enjoyed attacking in his career.
He's more or less playing as a right side midfield player today.
Richardson's clearance to Kubicki. McGrath. An excellent run by Richardson into space. And the cross was well met by White. Villa's corner. Richardson signals his intention. McGrath got the header in, and despite the fact that Regis and Atkinson looked very close to being in an offside position, I don't think the linesman flagged, so that was...
I think he did give offside, Alan.
He did in the end, did he?
Judging by where he's putting the ball as well, Lukic. Yes, it was very tight actually, because I think Strachan was caught running out there, but there's so many of them in there, but it was inevitable who's going to give it.
Offside was indeed the verdict. Touched on by McAllister, taken by Wallace, and now Chapman. Kubicki in quickly, and always a heart in the mouth time for a fullback making a tackle in the penalty area like that, but it was a good clean challenge. Corner turned on as well, dangerously into the goal mouth. York gets it away. Really good header on that was. by Chapman on the near post. Here's McClellan. Wallace, Kubicki right behind him. It's only a throw. Leeds were hoping for a free kick. He hurls it in towards Chapman, but it was cleared by Teal. McClellan getting it forward again, and the whistle has gone, presumably for offside. Seeley, never one who's shy to express his wishes to fellow defenders, I think you could say. Certainly one of the reasons that he's keeping Spink out at the moment. He's a very noisy sort of goalkeeper who helps defenders a lot. And he's got Villa moving forward with York. And came off White, who defended well. And Batty just calms things down. And the long ball to Chapman. Wallace just guessed the wrong way. Teal helping it on first time. And Fairclough cleaning things up for Leeds. White. Leeds fans enjoyed that. Wallace just got himself into an offside position. He's made a quicker than expected return after a groin operation, Rod Wallace. Leeds club record signing, £1.6 million, along with his brother Ray from Southampton in the summer. The clearance by White, York onto it. This is Blake. Got that all wrong really, young Mark Blake. 21 next month, preferred in the side at the moment to Gordon Cowans, who's a substitute today. Dorigo. It's lovely skill. Batty gives it in back. Try to find Wallace. White to Sterling. Played it in behind Fairclough, who really had no option other than hitting it back to Lukic then.
I don't think we've had a chance yet, have we, Alan? I think both sides look very tight, but neither side at the moment look like breaking down the opposition, but that can quickly change here.
And it could with Wallace. Good save by Seeley. Richardson gets it away. Excellent goalkeeping by Les Seeley, because Rod Wallace looked odds on to score then. Dorigo finding Batty. Sterling. He does love to shoot from a long range, and again Seeley had to be equal to it. There he is again, Mr. Angry, as Ron Atkinson calls him, furious at his defenders for allowing not one but two openings to happen here for Leeds.
Great chance there, he's decided on power, but Les Seeley stood up very well and made a good save. But I think I worked that one out there. I thought if I said nothing had happened, then it all would.
And you were right. Almost midway through the first half then. Still no goals, but now things beginning to open up perhaps. And it's Leeds in the driving seat at the moment with Strachan. McAllister. Dorigo. Back to the Scot. And now Strachan, the captain. That's a lovely reverse ball from McAllister. Excellent tackle by Kubicki. What a deft little ball that was from Strachan.
Started to get on top now, Leeds. Had a great chance with Wallace there. The thing about if you go through on a one-on-one with a goalkeeper and you do decide to blast it, you are relying on luck a little bit, because you generally aim at the goalkeeper with power.
Strachan's corner towards White, and it could have sneaked through, and Chapman with a header, and another marvellous save really by Seeley. Well, no wonder Ron Atkinson's got faith in this goalkeeper at the moment, the way he's playing. This is a great reaction save. It wasn't a powerful header, of course, by Chapman, but from that range he could well have scored. Richardson to Kubicki. Batty intercepts. Kubicki does the same thing. And in the end, Villa get a throw. Regis. Richardson. It's a good-looking ball. Right York shot. Well saved by Lukic. And the free kick has been given to Leeds, who are rather unhappy about that. They felt that if the referee had played advantage, it would have done a bigger turn for them then, really. Good opening here, though.
Yes, another good chance. Again, I think as he's turned there, he's gone for power, and again it's gone straight at the goalkeeper. The point I'm trying to make is if you place the ball in the corners, at least you know where it's going. When you just blast it, you are relying on that good fortune.
Good defending by McGrath, meantime, at the other end, and a bloodied nose for the Republic of Ireland international, who said to the referee, "I'm all right." It'll take a lot more than that. A couple of broken limbs, I think, to get Paul McGrath off the field. Ron Atkinson calls him quite simply the best centre-half in the world.
Yeah, he's a tremendous player. He's been instrumental in all Jack Charlton's success with Ireland, whether he played at the back or in midfield. Great player.
Disappointing end to what had looked a promising attack then for Villa. But Paul McGrath, I know that Brian Robson rates him as the best player he's ever played with, and that's quite a tribute from former England man.
I'd say it's no fun playing against him.
I'll bet. In fact, this is not a fun ground for you, you were telling me. Villa Park, incredibly, you've never scored a goal here.
I've not only never scored here, Alan, I've never won here, and that includes games when I was a kid with Leicester in the youth team and all sorts of things. It's probably why you usually get a nice reception at Villa Park.
Well, we're waiting for the first goal in this game, but it's certainly livening up now. Leeds have another free kick.
I'm just glad I never signed for them.
Yeah. White has gone forward. McClellan will take the kick. Chapman flicking it on, came off his shoulder, and Seeley followed it all the way. Kubicki. Richardson. Blake. Kubicki again. Foul by Dorigo. And the referee's having a word with Tony Dorigo about that. Mistimed rather than vicious. But a foul nonetheless. McGrath hitting it in towards Daly and Atkinson. McClellan gets it away. Richardson back in again. It's offside though. Dwight York. I noticed incidentally that Villa have switched Dwight York and Tony Daly around here, Gary, to presumably try and shake off Chris Fairclough's attention, but he's followed him all the way over to the other side of the field now. Word on that in a moment as McGrath gets it clear. McClellan turned on by McAllister. McGrath with the clearance again. Now here is Fairclough getting it ahead of Daly. And Dorigo heads it out.
That's right, it's just to see if they'd switch fullbacks at all. He's trying to shake him off, but Fairclough has gone with him onto this side. It's not going to make a tremendous amount of difference. It'd be interesting to see if they put him down the middle and play all three of them up there. If they can get the centre halves in each other's way, they might find a bit more space down the flank.
Good ball, Dorigo to Chapman, and then Blake takes it off him. This could be an interesting break. They've got plenty forward here. Staunton in possession. In it goes early, and Lukic had read the danger. Now equally, there's a lot of room for Dorigo to attack. Forward to Wallace, he's offside.
The game's really opened up now. I mean, the last 10 minutes has been some great football and lots of chances. I think it was just that initial period of a bit tentative, but both sides are really going at each other now, far more entertaining.
Staunton hitting it forward. McClellan has won everything above the ground so far. Strachan finding Chapman. Back again to the captain, and a good ball to Dorigo. Came off McGrath, off by Batty, and again the flag raised for offside. I think it was Wallace again who strayed too far forward, almost too quick for his own good at times.
I think actually it was Lee Chapman that time. As the ball was headed on, he was just a little bit slow in coming out.
Sealy, who's made a couple of outstanding saves already for Villa. Good kick by him, but White underneath it. This is Chapman. McGrath's challenge, and Daly trying to get in and succeeding in getting in ahead of the defender, but not ahead of Lukic. Goalkeeping. Kubicki's throw. Regis falls over. And Batty goes in hard in the penalty area, nothing given. Dorigo gets it away. McGrath, Kubicki, lovely control by the pole. Richardson. Chapman doing well. Now Batty for Leeds. Wallace. Looking for McClellan of all people on the far post, and Chapman almost getting in. Although Seeley temporarily seemed to lose the ball then, he was still equal to it. Sterland and Chapman both creating the danger here. And Les Seeley has been very sure-handed, although he was a bit lucky then.
Just needed a little touch from Lee Chapman, but it wasn't quite there.
Here's Dorigo. Good ball forward for Wallace. He's offside though. 3 or 4 times now Rod Wallace has just been caught offside. 15 minutes, a little under to half-time. Still 0-0. Dorigo. Teal winning it above Chapman. And Daly was offside in the lead half. Chapman's had a very deliberate, but Staunton with the interception. Strachan finding room on the right. Sterling just ahead of him. He hits it long towards Wallace. McGrath's clearance. Staunton. Blake. One back by Sterling, and then Blake in strongly. Richardson playing it forward. Atkinson. Good control on that touchline. And it goes to York. Couldn't quite get that ball properly under control, Dwight York. It's certainly, in the words of the old cliche, end to end this. McAllister doing well. Chapman stretched the foot and couldn't get there. McGrath's clearance. Throw into Leeds United. Both sides really going for it in the final stages of the first half. Still 0-0. Leeds United beaten only once in 16 league games this season. And that was a last-minute goal at Crystal Palace on the 1st of October. Off McGrath's head, didn't go where he intended it. Wallace gives it to Staunton. And now York. Sterling really stuck to his job well there. Experienced defender. And not at all inhibited by the thought of York dancing around him then. Chapman. Richardson intercepts. Strong in possession as well. Given away by York. McAllister's challenge. Staunton in quickly. McClellan clears. This is Kubicki for Villa. McClellan there again. Richardson's given it away to Batty. He's got Wallace in support. Now Wallace. This is Dorigo. Chapman on the far post. Good clearance by Teal. Sterling. McAllister on to Strachan. Lovely skill again by Strachan in the middle and gets it back from Wallace. McAllister out on the right. Sterling pumping it in. And Sterling in strongly again. This is McAllister. Well, unrelenting pace here. And a lot of competitive tackling going on in the middle of the field. A good game at the moment. Lacking a goal. Dorigo. Fairclough. First time football by Leeds. Batty on to Dorigo, offside. Chapman just can't get the measure of Villa's offside trap, Gary.
No, they're keeping possession very well, but Villa are holding the line. They're taking a few chances because they only need to beat it once and you're going to get a really good chance, as Rod Wallace had earlier on. But Leeds are keeping the ball, they're being patient, but they just need to get that final ball through. And then Villa are trying to hit them on the break, so it's making for a good game.
Kubicki for Aston Villa. Comes through to Regis. He's got Atkinson in support and York arriving. Barely allowed it to run behind for a throw-in. And we'll leave that to his captain, Richardson. Looked for Regis, but Dorigo got it away. Berghoff was fouled by Richardson, who cracked his head against the Leeds man in the process. Tough Geordie, Kevin Richardson, who won League Championship medals in his days at Everton, along with you, Gary, of course, in that team, and then at Arsenal.
I didn't actually win a championship medal, unfortunately enough, and I was there in the year they didn't win it. A message in that somewhere.
Yeah, FA Cup, in fact, your season, wasn't it?
FA Cup final losers, yeah.
McClellan in hard on Atkinson. Richardson. And now
I was
Staunton.
with Kevin, he's a terrific player.
Regis. York. Came off the head of McClellan, he wasn't quite sure where it was, and then the acrobatic effort by Daly. Again, McClellan with the important header clear. Well, he's got terrific enthusiasm for the game, John McClellan, and it makes up for his lack of sprightliness these days. Wonderful competitor. Richardson with the corner. Not a particularly good one. Chapman got it away, but he can try again. No, he opts for Staunton. White's clearance to Strachan. Dorigo breaking forward. McAllister. Looks promising this for Leeds. Wallace on the far side. Pulls it back for Sterling. Got in the way of his own player's shot there, David Batty. And that's excellent play by York. Atkinson. Excellent defending as well by White. And Atkinson gets it back. This is Dwight York. Kubicki taking over. Well, you won't be surprised to hear he hasn't scored yet for Villa after that shot. Well, watching in our studio is Trevor Francis. What do you make of it so far, Trevor?
Well, I would think that Ron Atkinson's a bit disappointed that playing with 4 attackers in Daly, York, Regis and Atkinson, have only created the one chance. That was a chance to York, which was well saved by Lukic. On the other hand, I would think that Howard Wilkinson, playing a different style to he normally plays, is quite happy the way it's going. They've had a couple of good chances. I felt that Wallace should have scored. But once again, it was a good save by Les Sealey. The 2 keepers have prevented it being a game of goals. But at the moment, it's very competitive. I think whoever scores the first goal could be on to a victory.
Thank you, Trevor. Staunton slips, allowing Strachan in for Leeds. Well, he's kept possession well and tries to win the corner on Staunton, who denies him. Just a think. Yes, throw it. And Sterling can hurl the ball quite a distance. Goes short, of course, inevitably the moment I say that. And gets it back from Strachan. Good looking cross. Chapman's header! Marvellous save, but it's Wallace who follows up. And it's a goal for Leeds United. Sealey at last is beaten. And Leeds United go in front.
Yes, you could see it coming. Good ball in. Lee Chapman gets a great header. Not quite sure whether it's over the line or not. Probably not, but I don't know who they'll decide to get. We'll see better from this angle, probably. It's a great ball in. And Lee Chapman gets a good header. He's a bit unlucky, Les Sealey, because I thought it was a good save. Gets a touch, and I think we'll have to give that to Rob Wallace, Alan.
Yes, Lee Chapman might disagree, but I think it was Wallace who finally got the ball over the line. Howard Wilkinson won't care at all. All he knows is that Leeds are in front, but Villa counter-attacking. McGrath in possession. Daly. McGrath again, lifted in towards the far post, and Lukic saved it well under pressure.
I think you have to give credit to Howard Wilkinson. Tactically, he does seem to have got it right. He's decided to nullify Tony Daly, which is as the chief threat for Villa, which he often is with his incredible pace. And gradually they've eased themselves into the game. In the last 15-20 minutes, they're certainly worthy of that goal lead.
Howard Wilkinson is 4th year in charge, and what a transformation he has brought to Leeds United. From being a middle-of-the-road second division club, he's got them in contention for the biggest honour now in English football. Leeds United, if they win today, will go back to the top of the first division, and they're a goal to the good. As Strachan punts it in again, Teal gets it clear. Batty playing it back in, Teal's clearance. White is forward. Regis took it off him, and now Daly. There's Big McClellan in again to win it. Batty, Leeds looking good now. Good effort by Batty. Well, it's almost folklore in football that David Batty, to put it mildly, doesn't score very often. He scored against Manchester City on Boxing Day 1987, and then went 160 games before the next goal, also against Manchester City. He was pretty close to a 3rd goal then. Not quite as good a striking rate as yourself, Gary.
Well, he does far more work than I ever do in a game. I mean, he's a tremendous workhorse. Wins balls all through the game. He's consistently won possession in midfield today, and he shows he's capable of scoring.
Offside there against Regis. Wallace claims his third goal of the season. He scored against Queen's Park Rangers last week. As I was saying, he's missed a lot of matches because of injury this season. Has played in the last 6, and Leeds fans beginning to see the best of him. Teal gets it clear. Batty, beaten by Blake. Now Atkinson midfield. Batty's there again, underlining what Gary Lineker was saying about his prodigious work rate. Leeds keeping possession now.
I think Big Ron will be thinking now, what can he do to change it? Because he's got to try and get Tony Daly into the game, but he's got to try and sort out a way of doing it.
Here's Kubicki, given away. Batty. Good ball, White. Strachan. Some nice football now from Leeds United, finding them out beautifully, confident in possession. Sterling quite happy to ensure they keep possession. A very difficult side to beat, Leeds United. Before today they'd won 9 matches, which is only actually 1 more victory than Aston Villa, but significantly they've drawn 6 and lost just that one at Crystal Palace. That's the kind of statistics that go towards a championship winning team. You've just got to avoid defeat. You've got to do a bit more than that, of course, but avoiding defeat a very important part of becoming a title winning side.
I think the answer for Big Ron is probably to try and get them to hit the front men a little bit early and hit them in the channels, down the sides of the field, because whichever side Daly plays, the automatic fullback, such as Tony Dorigo at the moment, pushes into midfield, so there is space there if Tony drags Fairclough out to get in behind the defence on his side. But it's got to be Villa's forward men that do it, Atkinson and Regis.
Well, Villa have got the throw here. Kubicki will take it. Terrific noise now from the travelling Leeds United supporters as it goes into Regis. He tries to set up Blake for the shot. Well, he hit that nonchalantly, Mark Blake, who's only scored 1 goal so far for Villa. And Lukic, who's 6'4", made it look a very easy save. I'm sure it wasn't. Another offside meantime. And that indeed is the end of the first half. And an entertaining half it was too. The goal which separates the sides coming 5 minutes before the interval. Rod Wallace, the former Southampton man, scoring with the considerable help of Lee Chapman's fine header. Howard Wilkinson is on the touchline with Gary Newbold.
Howard, what are your comments on the first half?
Well, quite frankly, my chief concern at the moment is the pitch. You know, there's 2 good teams out there, putting a lot of effort into it, a lot of good football. But the pitch is particularly bad at the moment. A lot worse than I've seen Villa pitches. A lot of people falling about, ball bouncing off. But overall, I'm quite pleased.
And the main thing is you're winning 1-0.
Yeah, delighted with the goal. Great goal.
Thank you.
Thanks, Gary, and to Howard Wilkinson. Of course, Trevor Francis nailed his colours to the mast about 10 minutes ago.
So the second half will start with Aston Villa attacking now from right to left, and as you've heard from Ron Atkinson, underline the word attacking. They've got to make sure that Leeds United don't kill the pace of the game to suit the 1-0 scoreline in their favour. Richardson in hard. And Strachan wins possession for Leeds United, then given away by Chapman. That's a good-looking ball forward by Richardson, well read by White. Batty, foul by Kevin Richardson. First half statistics underline Leeds United's dominance, certainly in terms of attacking play anyway. More shots, more corners, and fell foul of the offside trap more often. Chapman beaten by McGrath this time. Batty onto the loose ball. Sterling looks for Strachan in the inside right position. Staunton's header gives Leeds United the first corner of the second half. White has come forward to the near post, as ever, with Chapman. There he is. And White just got the touch in, ready to go. What a great start to the second half. Sterling on the end of the flick on, and Leeds United have scored within a minute and a half of the restart.
Well, Alan, that'll completely kill Big Ron's team talk at half-time. Flick on, now Sterling goes in.
A classic corner kick goal, really. Strachan delivering it beautifully. White's flick on. Sterling got in between the defenders to head home. He doesn't score many headers. He gets a lot of goals for a defender, not many of them with a head. That'll give him a lot of satisfaction, and it'll give Leeds United now a 2-goal cushion right at the start of the second half. That's going to make it very difficult here for Villa, as Atkinson attacked straight away and couldn't keep it in. Goal kick.
It's the one thing you don't want as a manager, when you give a team when your team's behind at half-time, to get out there and really impose your game on them, is for the other side to score in the first minute, because it kills it stone dead.
Well, Sterling's 5th goal of the season, 2 of them from the penalty spot. That sweet header means that Leeds United have moved an important step towards regaining their position as First Division leaders. We've got a free kick, and the goal scorer will take it. Andy Gray, Ron Atkinson, dismayed. How frustrating for the manager and his assistant. Everything they've talked about at half-time, undone within 90 seconds of the restart. As Chapman flicks it on, they're in more danger here. Fairclough getting forward. Seeley alive to the danger. He must be really frustrated when you think of the good saves he made in the first half. Almost kept out the Chapman header, which eventually led to Wallace's goal. For Aston Villa, Matty takes it from him. Kubicki on the far side, then turned on by McGrath. It's a good ball to Atkinson. Villa need a goal as quickly as they can here to give them hope. And it comes to Blake. Well, he's an industrious, hard-working player in the middle of the field, but I'm afraid that composure in front of goal doesn't seem to be his strength. We can have another look at the goal though, Gary Lineker.
Yeah, it's a good view of it as well. You see Mo Sterling reacting quickly. He's on the move all the while, that's the secret. If you can keep on your move, and if the ball comes to you, just nipped in front of that defender. He took a chance on where it would go. Got him that vital yard.
So Leeds United, 2 goals in front here at Villa Park. And Villa need a touch of inspiration from the likes of Daly and York to get them back into the game. So far, neither of them, Daly closely marked by Fairclough and York flitting in and out of the action really, neither of them have managed to provide that inspiration. Here's Wallace. It's now Leeds who look rampant. Dorigo.
I think there is a way out of this mess for Aston Villa, and I think that's that Tony Daly's basically got to sacrifice himself for the team. By doing that, what I mean is every time that Villa get the ball, he's got to go and stand by Tony Dorigo, and Chris Fairclough will follow him, and then he'll have 2 players actually marking him, so he'll go out the game. But what it will do is leave a big gap behind Leeds left back, because Fairclough will go in, Dorigo's pushed into midfield, and then there'll be the space for both Atkinson and Regis to exploit, but they've got to be prepared to run into it.
I wonder if Ron Atkinson's chewing over the same thoughts at the moment down there on the bench. The problem is now getting that information through to the players and making the change become effective. Richardson on to Daly. Now he shows some of his lightning pace, and it's a good looking cross, but perhaps a bit too close to Lukic in the end. The offside flag raised. Dwight York, the player who got too far forward. McClellan's kick. Staunton's clearance. Richardson's in there with Blake, but Leeds United look a yard quicker at the moment. Chapman, a good ball to Batty. Back in again to Strachan. Staunton intercepts. And Villa are on the rack a little bit at the moment. Leeds playing some excellent quick football in front of them. Sterling wins another throw off Staunton. Now I think he will launch the long throw I expected from him in the first half, when his short throw produced a goal. McGrath heads it clear. York on to Regis. McClellan right behind him has conceded the free kick. Villa really need something in the next 10 to 15 minutes to convince their fans they can get into the game here. They might get something now, but ironically Regis and Daly got in each other's way. Strachan with a first-time ball towards Wallace. Oh, McGrath, absolutely magnificent Paul McGrath then. Dorigo for Leeds United. Good ball, Wallace racing onto it, McGrath's there again. Well, no wonder Ron Atkinson thinks so highly of him. Batty for Leeds. And Leeds get the throw. Chapman beaten. Atkinson in possession, good tackle by White. Well, they gave Lukic a lot to do there, but allowing his goalkeeper to do the hard work. Will they get the throw? Kubicki in towards Teal. McClellan won it first, and Dorigo makes sure that it doesn't go for the corner. McGrath pumping it back in again. Blake heading it on towards Regis. And the referee has seen that as a foul by White on Regis.
I'm not quite sure about that one. It looked like Cyril got up higher and got a perfectly good header, but give a foul against White.
Chapman coming back to defend against the likes of Atkinson, Regis and Teal, all powerful players in the air. Richardson and Staunton, the players over the ball. Richardson hits it in, and York turned it on, but nobody, I presume Staunton was supposed to get forward then, nobody had. The throw out finds Dorigo in possession and then brought down for a free kick. Ten minutes in the second half completed, and Leeds United 2 goals ahead. McGrath watches Chapman like a hawk. Curious free kick, and they've got a corner out of that, Leeds United, and they couldn't hardly have expected it really. So Chapman goes to the near post as ever. They'll be well advised to keep a careful eye here, not only on White and Chapman, but also of course on Sterling, who scored from the previous corner. Goes in short this time, and a lovely little back heeler. Strachan into the danger zone, it's turned in, Chapman I think on the line. It's 3-0 to Leeds United. Strachan the architect, and Leeds United have made a dream start to this second half.
Well, surely there's no way back for Villa now. Great little play between McAllister and Strachan there. Great corner move. Gordon nips in there, hits it hard and low, and you just see Lee Chapman in the perfect place to finish it off. Surely there's no way back to Villa now.
Chapman gets his 7th goal of the season, and would you believe his 5th in his last 3 games against Aston Villa? Because last season, although this corresponding fixture was 0-0, Leeds, thanks to Chapman's goals, had 2 big wins. 5-2 in the league game at Ellen Road and 4-1 in Rumbelows Cup tie on the same ground. And they're looking to repeat that feat again today now with Wallace brought down by McGrath. McGrath could be in a bit of trouble here with the referee. I feel certain he'll be cautioned at least. Depends how the referee saw that. Was Wallace on his way and in a good goal-scoring position is the question Mr. Butch has to decide upon.
Well, I hope it's only a yellow card, because I thought he might just have clipped the back of his heels there. I don't really think there was too much cynical intent. Although it could be argued that he was through on goal, but it didn't really look like a cynical tackle to me.
I would agree with you, and obviously so would Gordon Strachan, who it was good to see went across to plead Paul McGrath's case. Yellow card it is. But he had to have that at least, I suppose.
Yeah, I think that was fair. I think that was good refereeing. I think he's used his common sense there.
Absolutely. And if only more would. So Leeds United lead by 3 goals to 0 here. And their football now outstanding. McAllister! That wasn't far off target either.
It's a lovely strike of the ball, Gary McAllister. He's just a little bit high. But here's the goal again anyway. This Strachan coming along, great view there. And what Lee Chapman has to do is just knock it in.
That'll give him a lot of satisfaction. His father, Roy, who sadly died a few years ago, used to play here for Aston Villa in the 1950s.
I wonder if they actually worked on that corner in training, or it was just off the cuff, because it was a terrific move. I don't think they'll get away with it again, but it was a terrific move.
And a good header on by Chapman to Wallace. Good interception by McGrath. Patty in strong, but Blake was stronger. Daly. Certainly was an excellent move, because there was a great danger of it going in off a defender as well when it was played in so hard and low by Strachan. McClelland wins it back but gives it to Staunton, and that's a good ball on, and Atkinson couldn't quite take it in his stride. Well, is there any way back now for Aston Villa? Can Atkinson and Gray perform some kind of miracle here to drag Villa back into the game? Here they go with Daly and Atkinson into the side netting and deflected there for a corner. Still only got the 1 goal, Daly and Atkinson. And that was on his debut at Sheffield Wednesday on the opening Saturday. Just getting up well, but no one got higher than Chapman. McAllister, lovely little ball. Strachan, Patty's just ahead of him, and he hops for the long ball towards Wallace. He just overhit it slightly. But Leeds are rampant now, and it's good to see a team clearly enjoying themselves.
You can't enjoy yourself when you're 3 up, you'll never enjoy yourself. But they do look a side that's full of confidence, and you can see why they're right at the top of the table.
Batty got himself offside then. An hour gone, just over. And Villa facing a possibly, well, if there's such a phrase, possibly impossible job, I would say. Daly slips. Kubicki. Checked well, and a useful looking cross. Knocked away by Batty. McGrath plays it back in, but again Villa really didn't anticipate. Good satisfaction for Howard Wilkinson. The start of the second half has brought, and there could be more goals yet. In fact, you get the distinct impression Leeds United are capable of scoring more. White's clearance, Garrigo, Wallace. Surrounded by Villa players, now he gets some support. Gets it back off McAllister, forward to Batty, he's onside here. Oh, he looked for Chapman, it was a good ball, and Teal just got in the way. Corner.
Rob Wallace has been a threat all afternoon to Villa. He's been a constant thorn in their side. He's been causing problems with his tremendous pace. He's been getting in behind defenders. He's scored a goal, and he's been dangerous every time he's got the ball.
And Leeds have been dangerous so far from every corner. Not this one though. McGrath got it away. Although they've kept possession, so the danger hasn't gone yet. Stroking it about with great confidence now. McClellan hits it on towards White. McGrath clear. Daly's offside. Or it could have been Atkinson, it doesn't matter. Free kick to Leeds. I wonder if Ron Atkinson, Dalian's namesake, is thinking of making some kind of change now. He's got Gordon Cowans, a vastly experienced player, and teenager Ugu Ehiog on the bench. Maybe it's an opportunity for Cowans to come on. There he is on the left as we watch. White's free kick meantime for Leeds. Garrigo. Excellent, he's had a good game, Garrigo. And a good cross, Chapman in there! Great save by Seeley. Daly. Facing the wrong way as far as Villa are concerned. But he still did superbly well to find Regis, who was fouled by White. Free kick to Aston Villa. Could have had another goal there, though, for Leeds United.
Yeah, another great move going down the left. Tony Dorigo, instrumental in it. Great cross to the near post. Lee Chapman gets in front. Hit the target. That's all you can do when you're going at that speed, unless Seeley made another good save.
Well, but for Seeley and Paul McGrath, Villa's deficit could have been even greater. McGrath takes the free kick. Regis climbing high. White, Furcuff rather, gets it away. Forward by Strachan. Staunton with a good interception though. And makes the error, which gives Leeds United the throw. Everyone wants the ball in this Leeds side now. There's some great running off the ball, some lovely possession football. They look sharp and lively. Here's McAllister. Shapes up for the shot, perhaps. Villa close down the space. This is Batty. Away by Teal. It's a terrific game at the moment, this. Sterling doing well to win.
It's as if you're a Leeds supporter. Not if you're a Villa supporter. I don't think it's very enjoyable at all. But
if you're a neutral, it really is very watchable. And I must say, contrary to what a lot of the doom and gloom merchants often say, I've seen some smashing football this season. Saw a great game yesterday, Luton against Manchester City, full of open football. And our first division, at its best, is still hugely entertaining. And I do wish some of those who make a living from the game, particularly in the newspapers, would remember that at times. There's not a game like this to beat it. McGrath with the free kick. Touched on by Regis. United beating Aston Villa here by 3-0. McClellan with the clearance. Kubicki. Regis. Batty winning it back for Leeds. It's frantic and furious there in the middle of the park. Richardson turning it on, but got the pace all wrong. Leeds have had a couple of big wins away from home this season. They won 4-0 at Southampton, 4-2 at Notts County. And they look well capable of scoring more goals here. I think now Villa are considering a substitution. There's a bit of activity over there on the Villa bench, and it is going to be Gordon Cowans or Mark Blake, the 20-year-old who's had a bit of a disappointing game, in all honesty. England under-21 international makes way for the man whose place he has been taking in recent games. And the vastly experienced Gordon Cowans, who's actually available for transfer at the moment, is on as substitute. Regis. But Leeds hunt it down again and win possession. Daly did well then to take it off Batty. Forward to Atkinson. He's got in well here. Good effort. Saved by Lukic. And then turned over the line by York. Villa will pull one back. For the first time in the game, Daly and Atkinson showed his lightning pace, and Dwight York showed his good reactions.
Yes, he did. He was very strong there. Good shot. Low to the goalkeeper's far post. And York followed it in. An easy goal for him. But that's made a game of it. It's kept it open. And if Villa can nick another one, we could have a grandstand finish.
Dwight York gets his 5th goal in as many matches now. Although that was the easiest of the lot.
I don't think Atkinson will be very pleased when he sees the replay of that. He certainly had a goal stolen from him there.
But at least Villa have made an impact on the scoreline now, and there's plenty of time left here. But McAllister goes through again, and Chapman is in there too. Staunton was brought down. That won't count. It'll be a free kick to Aston Villa. Dwight York's 7th goal of the season. And as I was saying, he's scored in 5 successive matches now. What a terrific match this. Strachan beaten by Richardson. Strachan's down injured as the two captains clash, but players gone on. Good control by McAllister. Knocks it forward for Wallace. He's onside here. It's got Chapman and Batty arriving inside the penalty area. He looked for Chapman, but overhit the cross. Kubicki, the Villa fans believe their team can get back into it now. That goal's given them a tremendous lift. Here's Daly. Fairclough did his job well then. McGrath, Richardson, Cowans rather. Good football now. Teal playing it on. McClelland away. Now Richardson. And it's amazing the difference a goal can make to a side. Cowans. Dwight York chasing and battling away with Fairclough, who wins that particular battle. Aston Villa 1, Leeds United 3. But suddenly it's Leeds backpedaling. Kubicki. Daly and Atkinson, that's a lovely little flick on. Regis takes over. Richardson turning it on. Sterling with the clearance. Staunton back to Daly, who miscontrolled it at a vital moment.
So Gordon Strachan actually is calling Chris Fairclough over there because Daly swapped wings, and I don't think Fairclough noticed. But he's got him over now.
Good work by the captain. And now, of course, the moment he's done that, Daly has gone back to the other side, trying to lead him a merry dance.
Well, he's got to do something.
Richardson turning it on. White. Straight to Cowans, though. The pace of the game is picked up again here. Strachan goes flying in on Staunton. Villa get the throw. Daly. Staunton. Daly again. Well, he got a bit carried away then. Tony Daly. And we can see Villa's goal from the opposite angle. Great pace there by Daly and Atkinson. And Dwight making absolutely sure. Dwight York making it Villa 1, Leeds United 3. Teal's clearance. And again. Dorigo keeping it in. And again. What an excellent game he's having, Dorigo. That, I don't think, was quite so far off target.
He's had a tremendous game. Been pushed further forward by the fact Daly's playing in that wide position. He's looked as comfortable in midfield as he does at fullback.
Teal, Chapman chasing. And Seeley launches it again into the Leeds half. Good header clear by Fairclough. Wallace. And it must have come off Kubicki there. It's a Leeds United throw. Temperature dropping here now at Villa Park, but not the temperature of the game. Wallace. Dorigo again. In towards Chapman. It's too high for him. But Strachan on the end of it. Staunton wins it back for Villa. Villa's throw on Strachan. He's lost none of the enthusiasm and fitness he displayed last season, the Leeds captain, and of course he was the Footballer of the Year. Here's Sterling. Now Staunton. Offside. Daly and Atkinson was offside. One of the most significant departures from Villa Park this season. David Platt, who went for that fortune to Bari, and I gather they failed to win again today. They're having a terrible time in the Italian league. Teal gets it clear for Villa. Meantime, Sterling turning it in again. Staunton's clearance. Dorigo seems to be everywhere, and a good ball. McAllister. Dorigo again. It's a good effort. An orthodox save, wasn't it? An excellent shot by Dorigo, and Seeley saved it, I think, with his knees.
As long as he saves it with something, he got his body in the way.
Indeed. Here's Platty. Oh, good ball again, and the first time cross towards Chapman, who tried the diving header, never quite reached him. It's a tremendous match. York playing a good ball on for Daly to chase here. Fairclough across. Daly's beaten him for once, and Strachan did so well then, got back to help Chris Fairclough. Hard to believe he's 34, the way he's chased around this pitch. Offside. McAllister sliding it to Wallace. Only just, but offside. 15 minutes to go. The kind of game you don't really want to end. 3-1 to Leeds. Bit of a wasted free kick that by Villa. Again, we've got offside. Chapman this time. McGrath loses possession, but the referee said the ball was moving when the free kick was taken, so Villa off the hook there. But if they could get another goal now, Villa, it really would set up a grandstand finish. Good free kick this time. York couldn't quite take it first time. Now Daly. Done well here, Daly. And a good cross. Atkinson with a header. and it was White who got it behind for the corner. A new enthusiasm about Villa's play now. Richardson with the corner. Oh, Lukic lost it under pressure. I think the referee might have given a free kick, in fact, in his favour.
Yes. Tony Daly gets a good cross in here. Atkinson goes in the near post, but good defending from Chris White, just does enough to put him off getting a clear header at goal.
Wallace, 3 Villa players converged on him. McClellan with the header clear, and then Dorigo. McClellan took a blow in the face then. He's just struggling to his feet as the ball is back inside the Villa half. Must have been in the neck, judging by his expression. McAllister turning it on, and then Cowans wins it back for Villa. Poor ball, straight to White. And White goes for the return, but Cowans is there to make sure he didn't get it. In any case, there was an offside decision. Cowans. Good defending that by White. It was an awkward ball to stop. This is McAllister. Strachan making a great run here. It's Gordon Strachan. He could clinch it here for Leeds. Agonisingly close, inches away from the post. He made a wonderful run, Gary, didn't he?
He did, and it was a great pass from Gary McAllister, a long ball over the top. It just wouldn't come down for him, so he could knock it on, and it went a little bit wider than he would have liked. But he aimed where he wanted to in the far post, but it just went the wrong side of it.
Well, most footballers don't exactly enjoy watching games. I bet you've enjoyed this, Gary.
I don't know, I always enjoy watching games. I think most of us do. There are the odd exception. There's Gordon Strachan there. I mean, where he gets his energy from, I'll never know. He's older than me.
Here's Richardson. Staunton. In high towards Atkinson, and Regis was behind him as well, and the header flies just wide. Well, Villa have picked up a gear.
Good cross in there, and another good header from Atkinson, but it just drifted wide. But he's caused them a few problems in the second half, Daly and Atkinson. They just need to get the ball forward to him a little bit quicker, and he still could turn it round.
McGrath winning it well, and York was being held by Sterling. The referee did well to spot that. Staunton gets it back from York. Good football this. Regis. York. Oh dear. Chapman leads the counter-attack. Oh, it's a great first-time ball by Strachan to Wallace. He certainly got the pace to threaten here, but he has to take it wide to get it under control. And then McGrath just stood his ground. They put Paul McGrath in cold storage after every game, protect him from his injured knees. He doesn't do a lot of training, you'd never guess. His clearance with 10 minutes to go has given Leeds United, who lead 3-1, a corner. Back it comes again to Strachan. Another good clearance, but McAllister hits the loose ball well wide. Doesn't score many goals. It's one of the few kind of blemishes in his play. Just 2 this season. I think only about 4 overall for Leeds.
He scored quite a lot when he was at Leicester. I think he just needs a little run going. He'll probably score a few because he's a very gifted player.
Clough wins the header, and Wallace is offside. McGrath's free kick. He's overhit that one, I think. Indeed he has. Goal kick to Leeds United, who finished 4th in the First Division last season, having spent 8 years in the Second Division. 17 years since Leeds won the Football League Championship. Of course, in the 60s and 70s, they were supreme with a couple of championships. 5 times runners-up, I remember. 4 FA Cup finals, 5 European finals. The glory days are a long time ago now, but under Howard Wilkinson, it looks as though they could be coming back. Here's Strachan, the captain and inspiration. And now McAllister. Batty. Chapman far post. McGrath got it away. Sterling. And again, it's McGrath with the headed clearance. Dwight York in a little bit of trouble on the edge of his own area, but got away with it thanks to McGrath's intervention, and that's a great ball by McGrath. Lukic did the right thing. Well, Trevor Francis, it's a tremendous game this. Do you think Villa can still save something?
I don't think so, no. I think that Leeds are 3-1 up, and I think they'll get the 3 points here. I think it's been an outstanding performance from them, and I would think that it's nothing more satisfying than for Howard Wilkinson, having spent a lot of time during the week on his set pieces, to see 2 actually succeed this afternoon. The second goal was a well-worked corner, and the third goal was a delightful set piece once again.
Certainly time all against Aston Villa now. And in all honesty, Leeds United deserve the 3 points, it has to be said. But certainly that goal by Dwight York has made a game a bit late on here. Richardson, meantime, concedes the free kick for handball. Leeds fans begin celebrating, though it's not over yet. A surprisingly poor free kick by Gary McAllister. By the way, if you're at matches in the next week or so, don't forget to make a contribution to the St John Ambulance. They're looking for money. They don't get much from the game itself. They exist on voluntary contributions. You might need them one day. Villa go forward again with Daly and now Kubicki. Cowans turns it on. Good looking ball for Regis. No foul. White made a clean challenge. Deep kick from Lukic, Teal right underneath it though. Now Staunton. Atkinson chasing with McClellan, and the big man from Leeds got there first. In it goes to Cowans, the throw. Tackle by Batty, and then Sterling there to help him out. Batty couldn't go back to his goalkeeper, but still found Chapman with a good ball. Foul by Teal. So we're into the last 5 minutes here, and Leeds United look as though they've done enough now to win the 3 points, which will see them return to the leadership of the First Division.
Yes, and you have to say that they deserved it. Right throughout the team there's been good performances. I don't think it's going to be easy to name a man of the match. I think it'll have to come from the Leeds side, but it could go to any one of them. I think they've all been outstanding today.
Teal takes the free kick. White's clearance. Fairclough gets it away. Regis, then Daly and Atkinson. This is Dwight York. Oh, what an acrobatic effort that was. But wide of target. Excellent effort there by York.
Yeah, it was a good try, an overhead kick. You're never quite sure where to hit them on those. You just try and get a shot and hit the target, but it just drifted wide.
3 minutes to go. McGrath wins the header for Villa. Turned on towards Daly on the far side, but again, Fairclough and White remain strong. Fairclough limping a little bit there.
He's won his personal duel today, though.
He certainly has. McGrath. Oh, he's given it away to McAllister. Now Strachan takes over. McAllister again. And in strongly as ever for McGrath. It's a throw to Aston Villa. I think you've made your nomination, Gary, for man of the match.
Well, I have. It's been very difficult. If you could give it to a manager, I'd give it to Howard Wilkinson, because I think his tactical knowledge has helped win the game for them today, plus the set pieces have worked. As far as players are concerned, I think Strachan's been outstanding. Both the front men for Leeds, Wallace and Lee Chapman, have both scored a goal and been involved in others. But I think Tony Dorigo's had an outstanding game today, and I'm going to give it to Tony.
And I don't think anyone will disagree with that.
He's been involved in a lot of plays, had lots of good shots, and he's been a constant threat down the left-hand side, even though he's been playing a large part of the game out of position in midfield.
So the Barclays bubbly for Tony Dorigo, and Richardson, the Villa captain, is just picking himself up, having lying down injured. And Lukic sportingly kicks the ball out of play to allow the physio to come on. Well, he'll be doubly pleased, I think, at that Man of the Match award, Tony Dorigo, the Australian-born in Melbourne, and he wrote to a lot of clubs in England. He began his career, of course, here at Villa Park, and a lot of his old friends shaking hands with him in the dressing room tunnel before the game. A very popular player.
There's a Tony Dorigo from down under, they call him. But he settled in very quickly at Leeds. He's a quality player.
And quality really has been the perfect word to describe Leeds United's performance today. They've looked, indeed, dare I say, of championship quality.
Yes, I don't think you can rule them out of the championship. They've got as good a chance as anybody. They've been as impressive as any side I've seen this season.
Referee waving play on that far side. Chapman turning it back to Batty. On it goes to York as Villa win it back. Regis. This is Dwight York. Whoops. He slipped at the worst possible moment. In terms of Leeds United's championship challenge, Howard Wilkinson used a lovely phrase to me today. He said, we're in the race at the moment. We just want to be on the starting grid when the real Grand Prix starts in January. And that sums it up really in this marathon English season.
I'm sure there will be. And there he is. I think a large part of the game's owed to him today. He thought the problem for Leeds would be Tony Daly, and he's eradicated that problem, and it's proved to be successful.
Sterling, one of the goal scorers for Leeds United, finds Strachan. Still time for a final flourish, perhaps, from Leeds United. Sterling, Chapman in a good position on the far post. There he is, and there is the final flourish. Gets his second goal of the game. Leeds United their fourth, and for the third match in succession against Aston Villa, Lee Chapman has scored 2 goals.
Yeah, great goal as well. Nicely worked move. In fact, the two players involved in it, Mo Sterling and Lee Chapman, were almost upmost in my thinking as far as man of the match was concerned. And if that had happened a couple of minutes earlier, one of them might have got it.
Wonderful header from an absolutely superb cross, wasn't it, by Sterling? And Sterling's had a hand in just about every goal, I think, as McClelland is under threat at the other end, but not for long. It was a lovely way to sign off a championship performance by Leeds. That's the final whistle. Wonderful entertainment here at Villa Park. And Leeds United thoroughly deserving an emphatic 4-1 victory. 2 goals for Lee Chapman, Sterling and Wallace the others. Dwight York getting Villa's lone reply. Countless good saves by both goalkeepers, near misses and good chances at both ends. A thoroughly entertaining First Division encounter, and Leeds United go back to the top of the First Division, and they've gone back there, in all honesty, with some style. A display which has underlined their championship credentials. Wallace played an important part too, with his pace and running up front, and a goal, of course. Gary Newbon is on the touchline with Lee Chapman.
Lee, congratulations, a great performance, and what a good goal to finish off your afternoon.
Yeah, I think it summed up our game today. Some great football played by everybody, and a perfect way to finish.
And this is championship form.
Well, we're playing well at the moment, but there's a lot of games to be played.
Okay, now you scored 2 goals. You thought you might have got a third, but I had to tell you Rod Wallace got that one. But the man of the match was Tony Dorigo, and there's something, Tony, very good performance today by you.
Thank you very much. Yes, it's nice to come back to your old club and put one over on them. I knew it was going to be very difficult, but I thought we stood up to the test very well.
Well done, congratulations. Leeds on top of the table. Well done today. Thank you.
It was nice.
Well, they have a little expression in Leeds. It goes something like, that's champion. And as Alan Parry said, that was a championship-looking performance by them this afternoon. We'll be back with the goals of the day after the break.